Gentlemen, my name is Bob DiBiasio of the Cleveland Indians, and on behalf of the City of Cleveland, the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission, Major League Baseball, and the Cleveland Indians, I'd like to welcome you and thank you for attending today. The excitement is definitely building as we're only a few days away from All-Star Week right here in downtown Cleveland, beginning this Friday, July 5th, with events lasting through July 9th. This marks the 6th time our city and the Cleveland Indians have played host to a Major League Midsummer Classic, which is the most for any Major League Baseball organization. We take a lot of pride in that achievement and look forward to showcasing to the world what the City of Cleveland and the Indians organization has to offer. I first would like to acknowledge our City Council President, Kevin Kelly. Yeah, you can clap for that. Thank you. Fans of all ages are in store for an incredible experience ranging from visiting Play Ball Park, the largest baseball interactive festival making its debut right here in Cleveland. You'll be able to go down a zip line, meeting baseball legends, to running around the city getting doused with paint colors, to youth baseball and softball tournaments all around our town, to the best and brightest stars from high school through the major leagues competing at Progressive Field. The City of Cleveland is no stranger to hosting world-class events. To help welcome baseball fans from all over the world to our city, I would like to invite our leadoff hitter today, the Honorable Mayor Frank G. Jackson.
Good morning. I want to welcome everyone to this, really the kickoff of the announcement of Major League Baseball All-Star Week, and the week will culminate in really the All-Star Game. As was mentioned, there'll be many events, both indoors, outdoors, some you have to pay for, some free, but it's really a tremendous community event, and we welcome everyone to the City of Cleveland, and we want them to know that while they're here, we want them to enjoy themselves and be safe. And congratulations and thank you to Major League Baseball, the Indians, and the Sports Commission, all those other people who have made this possible. I'd like to introduce Council President Kevin Kelly.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a beautiful day in Cleveland, and this is going to be a beautiful week in Cleveland, Ohio. Want to welcome Major League Baseball to Cleveland, and looking forward to a great week. And as the Mayor said, there's going to be a tremendous amount of activities. We encourage everybody to come down to Cleveland and take part in this great occasion. And we're here to just let you know that there are plenty of fun things happening. If you can't have fun this week in Cleveland, that's kind of on you. And what our next speakers will be telling you is that you don't have to worry. The city is going to make sure that everything that happens downtown is safe and secure, and your job is just come down and enjoy this great week in Cleveland. So thank you all for being here, and looking forward to a great week of All-Star Week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council President, and thank you, Mr. Mayor. Get my pages back in order. At the forefront of planning these events for hundreds of thousands of individuals is the safety of those visitors to our great city. The Cleveland Police Department has really stepped up once again in the planning efforts of this marquee event. Next up in our lineup is the Chief of Cleveland Division of Police, Calvin Williams.
Thank you. Good morning. How's it going? This is All-Star Week. The hits keep coming. I want to thank Mayor Jackson and the administration, of course, our world-class Cleveland Indians, Destination Cleveland, our Sports Commission for bringing these events to Cleveland. We started a few years ago with letting people know that Cleveland is the place, and this event, again, continues that theme that Cleveland is the place. We have a few other events coming up that are going to make sure people keep coming back to Cleveland. But as far as the All-Star Game, things are going to be well secured downtown, as you can see with all the things that are set up to make sure that not only our pedestrians are safe, but drivers, the visitors to Play Ball Park, to the events themselves are safe. There'll be plenty of law enforcement, not just from the city of Cleveland, but from around the region, around the area, that are going to help us make sure that people are safe this week. So we encourage people, see something, say something. There's something going on out there, grab a uniformed officer, let them know, one of the security personnel, and we will definitely take care of it. This event does not get secured just by members of the Division of Police. Our federal partners, our state and local partners are definitely integral in making sure that people are safe in this event. And with that said, I'm going to bring forth our new special agent in charge of the Cleveland FBI to just say a few words about that federal partnership and how they secure things here with us in Cleveland. I'm going to bring forward Eric Smith.
Thank you, Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to congratulate the city, the mayor, administration, thanks to Major League Baseball for bringing this All-Star Game here to Cleveland. The FBI is part of a larger interagency and law enforcement effort to keep the events and the community safe over the course of the week. The cornerstone of prevention is partnerships, and I'd like to congratulate the city of Cleveland for the great partnerships that we have with them and with our other state and local partners. We are looking forward to a very safe week. We think that the assets that we bring in coordination with our city partners, taking our two and their two and somehow making that more than four, to bring this to a wonderful and safe conclusion for a great week. So thank you, Chief, and thank you to the city for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief Williams. Thank you, Special Agent Smith. We want to take this time to thank Major League Baseball for this investment in the city of Cleveland by bringing this incredible All-Star Week to Northeast Ohio. It's important for fans to know what to watch out for when making purchases to avoid counterfeit products. With us to address those tips for fans from Major League Baseball is Senior Vice President of Legal, Business, and Club Affairs, Ethan Orlinski.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you very much, and I very much appreciate, on behalf of Major League Baseball, being invited to be part of this group of dignitaries, the All-Star team from Cleveland, right behind me. So thank you for allowing me to be part of your lineup, at least for the next week, although I will say we are with you all season long, working hand in glove with the Cleveland Indians and law enforcement to address issues like counterfeiting and infringements and the like. And what I want to talk with you a little bit about today is counterfeiting and what we're going to be doing together with the city of Cleveland to address some issues, again, to ensure that the fan experience could be absolutely perfect. Oftentimes I'm asked the question of why are we addressing these issues, because isn't counterfeiting a victimless crime? But in fact it's not. There are more victims of counterfeiting than there are many other crimes. The legitimate vendors in Cleveland who are set up to sell their product are hurt by counterfeiting. The licensees are hurt by counterfeiting. Taxpayers are hurt by counterfeiting because counterfeiters don't often pay taxes on the items that they're selling. And the merchandise that's produced and the items that are produced by counterfeiters are typically of substandard quality. So we're here to address these issues. In addition to that, over 750,000 jobs a year is lost to counterfeiting. The United States Chamber of Commerce emphasizes that over $500 billion a year is lost to counterfeiting. So we just want to do our piece in connection with the activities here this week, because we know that counterfeiters are trying to prey on the innocent fan, the victim, who wants to just make a buy to have a keepsake from the event. And so what we're going to be doing is we're working undercover with law enforcement officials, folks from our office, investigators, combing the city to make sure that the fans are not being harassed by the people who are trying to prey on them and trying to sell them the counterfeit merchandise. The first thing we tell all fans is look for the holographic sticker on our licensed product, because all Major League Baseball licensed products bears a hologram. That hologram has a unique alphanumeric combination, so there are no two holograms that are identical. So if you see a combination of letters and numbers on a product and you see the exact same combination of letters and on a hologram on a different product, the item is counterfeit. All of our holographic stickers have raised red stitching. So not only can you see that the item is legitimate, but you can touch the hologram and see that it is legitimate as well. The Major League Baseball logo is included on every single hologram. So fans, the first thing you want to look for is the holographic sticker. We require other identifications by our licensees on the products. TMs, Circle Rs, the licensee has to put its name on the product. It has to have Major League Baseball branding on the product. And we want to make sure that everybody else knows that we don't license product that's substandard. So if there's an item that has, say, a cut label, either in the neck or in the hat, it's likely to be counterfeit, and so don't buy it. You can be sure that if you're buying merchandise from Progressive Field or MLB.com, you're buying legitimate items. It's not to say that other vendors aren't selling them. We're working very closely with the vendors here in Cleveland to make sure that all their merchandise is legit. But to the extent that you're uncertain, we also created a 1-800 number, 1-800-TELCAPS, 1-800-TELCAPS. So if there's any question, you can come to us and ask. And one word with regard to counterfeit tickets: buyer beware. If you haven't purchased from somebody who you're purchasing from now, suggest you think twice about whether you want to buy that ticket. There are 3 types of tickets that are being put out. There's the souvenir ticket, there's the spitter stock ticket, and then there's the digital ticket. There are no printed home tickets for the All-Star Week. Thank you very much for allowing me to address you. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to talk about them after the press conference. We have some licensed merchandise here, and I can show you how to tell the difference between the legit and the bogus merchandise. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Ethan. One of the main reasons we're standing here today talking about this major event coming to Cleveland is because of our next guest. He and his team have been instrumental since day one, presenting the bid to Major League Baseball and now following up on the million little details that it takes to take care of an event this size. Please welcome President and CEO of the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission and Destination Cleveland, Mr. David Gilbert.
Thanks, everybody. A big part of my job is to do some very big thank yous. And first to Major League Baseball for having the confidence in our community to really make one of your absolute key events shine. And that's what we plan to do. Also, without the Cleveland Indians, bottom line, this would not be here. Such a dedicated organization of this community. And if they hadn't been bugging the commissioner time and time again, we wouldn't be standing here. And we work so closely with Dennis Lehman and Curtis Damberg and so many others at the Indians day in and day out. I would also I cannot say enough about our ongoing partnership through many, many years with the city of Cleveland. We've been through so many major events together: Public Works, Cleveland Safety. I have to tell you, the reason so many events keep coming back to Cleveland is not because we're a great city, which we are, but also because they leave feeling safe, secure, and successful. And there's so much of that just has to do with all of your work. So it is truly appreciated. And many other, the county and the state and other funders who've helped make all this happen. It's going to be a tremendous week ahead. So many great events in the ballpark, very important. So many events are also free to the public. Play Ball Park that Bobby mentioned, the red carpet event, the free concerts, and so many other legacies that will be left by the Indians, by Major League Baseball and others, programs run for kids in our community. So much of the community has the opportunity to experience this. A huge thank you to our volunteers. There are thousands of volunteers that will be in the ballpark, at the airport, in the hotels, on the streets, making sure that the tens and tens of thousands of people that come to Cleveland have as great an experience as possible. And that's our goal. We talk a lot about the money. This will also bring $65 million into our community. Those are dollars that would not have been spent here had this event not committed to Cleveland, not be held in Cleveland. And those dollars mean taxes, those dollars mean jobs, that absolutely otherwise wouldn't be here. And I think many of you know this is also the kickoff of a great stretch that we have with Major League Baseball All-Star Game, NFL Draft, NBA All-Star Game, NCAA Women's Final Four. All of those have chosen Cleveland for a reason. And I guess finally what I want to say is, to go along with that, we just need as a community to take so much pride in the fact that this is here. These things don't happen by accident. There isn't a dart thrown on a map and it happens to land in Cleveland. Years and years of work go into getting Major League Baseball and many others to say yes to Cleveland, and then such a community effort to make sure that these events are great for the people who come in and for the people who live here. So just excited for a great week ahead for all of our visitors and for all of the people of Cleveland. Thank you.
Thank you, David, and thank you to all that you have done for the city of Cleveland, your group, including our friend Mike Mulhall back there. It's a treasure and a treat to work with all of you. We want to remind fans we will be working in concert with all of the appropriate agencies here today in Major League Baseball to ensure the safety of all the fans visiting our great city. We are a very walkable city, so we ask fans to use public transportation as the best way to get downtown and walk to all of the festivities from that point. It's also important to note that our current policies and procedures at Progressive Field will be in place like the regular season. In addition, however, we will have an extended security footprint at Gateway Plaza, similar to our postseason security plan. So please, we ask our fans, if you're coming to Progressive Field, budget additional time when attending any of the events at Progressive Field. Finally, I would like to encourage all of the fans in town and our entire community to line the parade route. David mentioned the parade. To line the parade route for the red carpet show a week from today. The parade route will begin at the Hilton downtown, travel through Play Ball Park on Lakeside, and head south on East 9th Street to Progressive Field. The red carpet show will begin at 12:30 p.m. It's an absolutely great way to see all of the stars of Major League Baseball as we get ready to play the 90th Midsummer Classic at Progressive Field. We cannot wait to have, once again, to have the international spotlight on the city of Cleveland as we play host again to our 6th Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Everyone here is available for any one-on-ones if you wish. We thank you again for attending today's event, and we look forward to seeing many of you often throughout the next week. Thank you very much.